If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood nigga's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Man, this is a very unfortunate situation, man. And I'm talking about on both ends, right? Here it is. We got Lil Tony. The boy is a Trey Gangsta Crip, right? Just got sentenced to life plus 10 years in a federal penitentiary. Now, before we go any farther, I need you young brothers to really understand what I just said. This young man just got life plus 10 years in a federal penitentiary. Do y'all understand what that means? If you don't, allow me to elaborate on it. Life plus 10 years means this right here. That Lil Tony will have to spend the rest of his life in the penitentiary until he die. He can't leave until he die in the penitentiary, right? And just by if some miracle breakthrough come through where doctors and scientists can bring our lives back from the dead, or let's just say if God was to just touch his physical body and say, back to life. The Federal Bureau of Prisons need 10 more years. That's a cold-blooded demonstration, man. Life plus 10. Now, the reason why I need you youngsters to understand that is because I done been in the county jails with a couple of y'all, and a couple of months in the county jail had y'all as depressed, having motherfucking anxiety attacks and all type of shit because you know you can't get on the internet. You know you got that girl that you all of a sudden realize that you in love with now, you know what I'm saying, and she ain't picking up the phone like she used to. Motherfuckers playing with your money. The homies that you thought who was your homies ain't answering their phones. They hanging up on you because you hot, you got a murder. Then the family who you been dogging all the times while you been running with your gangbang homeboys, they ignoring your phone calls and shit like that. They ain't showing you no love or nothing like that. So you stuck in that motherfucker. And I done seen young brothers, man, and I'm talking about within a couple of months, just break down and start telling and doing all type of weird ass shit just to get out the penitentiary. So I need y'all to think about that. Life plus 10. If you know in your mind that you can't do a couple of months in the motherfucking county jail, what you gonna do with life plus 10? You see what I'm saying? I need y'all to understand something. Please understand this, right? Because I can see some of y'all right now saying, he dumb, he goofy, he went it. No, listen. If you out there gang banging and you shooting and trying to kill people and shit like that, you can be Lil Tony. It's just a matter of time. And if you're not Lil Tony, you can be Lil Tony's victim, right? Because a lot of the times they don't get life in the penitentiary for gang banging. A lot of the times they spend the rest of their life in the grave for gang banging. So it's either way, right? And you need to understand that while you out there gang banging. You need to evaluate that shit and say, hey, do I want either one of these motherfuckers, or do I want to live life, raise my kids, have kids, right? Continue on with my rap career or whatever it is that you're doing. You gotta really think about that shit, right? And stop following motherfuckers and be your own man and quit giving a fuck about what your gang banging motherfucking friends think and what the ops think and all that old type of shit. Live your life the way that you want to live your life and the way that you need to live your life. Now, as fucked up as this whole situation is, allow me to say this right here, right? I believe that 9-year-old child would still be alive today if the FBI would have intervened, right? I believe that the FBI could have prevented this death, this murder of this 9-year-old child. And I know, I hear y'all, but let me explain to y'all why, right? Because we hood educated, not lane related. Let me explain to y'all why. Before this murder right here happened, the feds was watching Lil Tony and the Trey Gangsta Crips, right? I'm talking about they was watching them so cold blooded that the feds was on their Instagram watching all they lives, right? Watching they had a little group chat. The feds was all in their group chat. The feds was all in their phones. And not only that, Lil Tony had an ankle monitor on, a GPS ankle monitor, right? The feds watched Lil Tony go inside a motherfucking gun store and buy bullets, right? But before that, the feds watched Lil Tony and some of his homeboys discuss how they need bullets for their guns. The feds watched how Lil Tony and his homies discussed how they was gonna kill motherfuckers and that bodies was gonna start dropping because Lil Tony had got jumped at the mall by some 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods, right? The feds watching this shit unfold. Watch this man go to the motherfucking gun store, right? Watch this man, right? I'm talking about through GPS monitoring. Go get 2 of his motherfucking homeboys to go put in some work. And they ain't do shit. They did not stop it, y'all. They listening to these boys. They know these boys about this life. And they ain't do shit. Now, anybody that know anything about this criminal system type shit, you understand that, especially in the feds, there's a thing called conspiracy to commit murder. What that mean? That means that you ain't even got to commit the motherfucking murder. You ain't got to do it. All you got to do is be thinking about it. And not only that, as you thinking about it, you got to be taking steps towards the murder. What do I mean by that? Going to go buy bullets, talking about it, gathering your friends, inciting them about it. That's conspiracy. They could have grabbed Lil Tony off the streets and his homeboys on a conspiracy to commit murder against the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods, but they didn't do that. They could have went and grabbed Lil Tony's child's mother, right? Because she the one that went in there and bought the bullets for the guns. And let me say this right here to you women out there, right? To you young women who so infatuated with this gang bang lifestyle and gang bangers and shit like that. Gang bangers always use y'all to run in them stores to buy them damn bullets, right? Now you gotta understand something, young lady. You are buying bullets that are going to kill somebody. Yeah, think about it that way. You are going to buy bullets for your gang banging ass boyfriend to kill other gang bangers, shoot other gang bangers, paralyze other gang bangers, sometimes kill the wrong people, like they just did. Shot that little boy, right? This is what you doing, ladies, when y'all going there and y'all going to go buy them bullets for your gang banging ass boyfriend. But it gets worse than that. It gets way worse than that. And let me explain to you. If the police can prove that you knew exactly what you was doing as far as going to go buy them bullets for your boyfriend so that he can go shoot a motherfucker, guess what that make you? Accessory to murder. Accessory to a drive-by. Accessory to attempted murder. Right? So you women, hey look, start thinking. The next time that nigga, hey baby, come on, I need you to go get these 40 cals for me. Nah, And explain to him straight up, hey listen, the reason why I ain't going to go buy them is because I'm not trying to get involved in that shit. I'm not trying to be in jail on accessory to murder or attempted murder, none of that type of shit. I'm not trying to leave my kids behind. I'm not trying to be in jail right next to your motherfucking ass and none of that type of shit. I got to stay out here and take care of my business. You see what I'm saying? So, come on, women. Y'all playing a role in this shit too. And y'all gotta, hey, stop that shit. Because y'all going in there to go get them damn bullets. Now, let me break down to y'all how all this shit started, right? because I know y'all wondering like what the hell going on, and we got to understand this right here. Was it Lil Tony's intentions to kill the 9-year-old child? No, it wasn't his intention. But what we call this is it was a oops murder, right? It was a oops murder, and you know he didn't mean to kill the little boy. He thinking that he firing at some of his ops. Him and some of his friends, they believing that they shooting at some of the ops. But all the time, they ain't shooting at the ops. They shooting at an innocent woman who riding around in the car with her kids and her nieces and nephews. Shot 2 of them. They shot one little boy in the arm, and then they killed the other little boy. Right? Believing and thinking that they shooting at their ops. Does that justify the murder? Hell no, it don't justify the murder, because I don't agree with that shit. Right? But what I will say is this right here. I believe in my mind that the feds could have prevented this murder because they had too much information before the murder even happened. And not only that though, for us that know about the criminal justice system, if I'm sitting here with some of my friends and one of my friends is talking about going to go kill some people, right? And he loading up guns and going to go buy bullets and shit like that. If I don't stop him from going to go shoot or kill somebody, if I don't stop him by taking the gun from him, by calling law enforcement, hey man, come and get this nigga, he talking about killing something. If I don't stop him, I'm just as guilty as him. And that's the law. So the feds, they could have stopped it, but they didn't. This hood educated, not lame related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button for me. I got to give a shout out to the brother Jamal for the $10 super thanks. And I also would like to give a shout out to the brother George Gant for the $5 cash app. I really appreciate you. You understand what I'm saying? So for all you that support the channel, continue to support the channel. I'm going to keep bringing this information to you raw and exact. Peace and love.